Before we really did our research on it and like our initial he's gonna have Down syndrome, we were scared because of the fact of we don't know how this works, what do we do, what do we have to expect, or we just did a lot of research after that to try to educate ourselves the best we possibly could. We think he's more of a mosaic type of Down syndrome, which means he doesn't have every one of those chromosomes attached to every chromosome. They could be just sporadic. We definitely see it in his eyes, in his smile, in his face. But there's certain places we see it and certain places we don't.
Eyes for Baby and Family is a nonprofit that serves children and families throughout the Monadnock region. We primarily work with infants and toddlers and provide them with early supports and services, which is early intervention. So supporting children birth to 3 who are suspected to have a developmental delay or disability. And so we provide the evaluations as well as then the home visiting services to help them to get their needs met. Some of the children with Down syndrome could have difficulty. Motor is in infancy is the big piece. So babies with Down syndrome tend to be more low tone. Their muscles are more floppy, and so they don't have that support to be able to sit up straight, roll over, and hitting those gross motor milestones. Feeding
can be a little bit difficult just because of his palate's a little different, where he's got more of an arch in the roof of his mouth. His tongue is larger, so the distance between the back of his throat is a lot shorter, so he kind of chokes on it a little bit. It seems like we don't get the chance to worry about the petty stuff. It's been, to the extreme on everything that we have to worry about. But it kind of humbles you a little bit more, and it makes you, what I find is it makes you appreciate things a little bit more.
We were 20 weeks pregnant. My other son, Noah, was 7 months old. I felt like a new mom. I was scared. I did all of the Googling. And they tell you don't do that.
Everybody's different, so it's kind of hard to read and prepare because you just don't know what they're going to get stuck having to deal with or what you're going to get blessed with.
Max is integrated into his school. He is talking. He has some of those stronger gross motor skills. And I think just overall flourished.
There are not a ton of differences between Max and his peers right now, except communication.
Tell me about your friends.
I say no friends.
No friends?
Yes.
Why don't you have any?
Name.
What are the names of your friends?
It's Shay, Noah, 2 Noahs.
Do you like to play with your friends?
No.
No. Why not?
Does. Germs.
Germs?
Yeah.
You don't like germs?
No.
We learned about her condition when she was born. They suspected it, but they had to wait for the genetic, the testing. I thought she was going to be in a regular classroom. I thought she was going to be friends with everybody. A little slow, a little special, but everybody would love her and everybody would treat her great and everything would be happily ever after. And I realized that that was not going to happen. Everything was smooth sailing till 3rd grade. The girls started growing up. They didn't want mom hanging out with them to communicate for Liv. They also weren't interested in playing Barbies and baby dolls, which Livy still played with.
Do you ever notice that people treat him differently?
Do you like that?
I think sometimes moms of children with Down syndrome sometimes perpetuate the stigma, and they don't mean to. Because I found myself early on introducing myself as, hi, I'm Lisa, I've got 3 kids. I have Noah and Max and Adelie. Maxwell has Down syndrome, and I don't know why I had to add that piece.
What are some things that you wish people knew about Max?
I'm kind person.
I'm a camp counselor at John Jay Nerd RTC Camp, and it is a camp for individuals with special needs ranging from ages 4 to 65. I've heard my campers say they've heard a lot of judgments in their everyday life, just people saying that they're not capable of performing well in school, or that they can't do sports because they don't think as fast as other people do, or that, they're just not capable of doing what someone else can do, and that they can't, find love.
That stigma of that cognitive level and just limiting them right off the bat. And what we do at Rise is help people to see that each individual is unique and comes with their own sets of strengths and skills, and we try to foster that even from an early age.
Outside looking in with Down syndrome, you don't know. We're quick to judge no matter what.
I was really shell-shocked when I started camp. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was scared. I didn't know really what to expect, and coming from a school where there was no exposure, a community where there was no exposure, was difficult for me. I was really nervous, and I didn't think that I could do it. All these preconceived notions of the special education community, where I feel like people also get a little afraid to become advocates, or afraid to approach someone with a disability because they're not sure what to do or what to say or how to act. I feel like if people are more educated in the special ed field, those notions will be completely gone.
You're always gonna have that 1 or 2, jackass that is grumpy and is gonna be, kind of evil about it, but that's his demons.
Every person with a disability is different, and the disability affects them differently. She has overcome so many obstacles and so many health problems that a lot of people, I don't think, would just say, she doesn't sail through it, but she perseveres.
The small things that he does now, like when he lifts his head and holds his head up on his own, it's just a scene that's a lot for him. You can see him really working to do it. And it just, it makes you really proud of him. Another thing that we read was, don't compare to other people, because your goals and your progresses are going to be different.
In my experience, it's really been around what do we do now? What we always encourage families is that they're human beings and they're babies and they're yours, and so you take them home, you love them, and you hold them, and you change their diapers, and you feed them, and you play with them, and you do everything you would do for any other child that's born.
Don't grieve, it's going to be great. We look at Killian and we don't see the Down syndrome. That's not what we see in him. We see our son. We see how beautiful he is, and we still have the same dreams and ambitions for him.
I expect Olivia to have a job. Do I expect her to work 40 hours a week? No. Do I want her to give back to her community? Yes. Do I want her to volunteer? Yes. I want her to do the same things that I do, and that her brother does, and that her father does. Will she do it a little differently? Yes. But the big key is to make sure she's happy, she's healthy, and she's safe.